Ate a little. You have to let it eat these foods that nourish the intestines. Dean's son suggested that we feed our pets more easily digestible food. It also helps its intestinal absorption. Many fans have always been concerned about the situation of their fur children. Seeing the mental state and illness of the fur child makes me feel distressed. A fan friend also named the poor furry child Kang. I hope it stays healthy. Poor liver. Poor liver function. The body is a bit yellow. Yesterday was not yellow either. Kang has jaundice again. Let's take a picture of it and do a careful examination. Are its eyes still red? Its eyes are not red. When I first came here, my eyes were red. You remember. Look now. My eyesight is much better now. Look at this bruise on your body. Now it's getting stronger. This is presented. Look, this was all caused by beating the sick. All these are. Dean's son said he won't eat today. Have some food today. I won't eat today, but this. But it. No more bleeding. The bleeding must have stopped. The condition is not good again. Dean's son said he has a little jaundice today. I'll check it later. Let's take another picture. Why? Hold it. Okay, here I come. Kang is in very poor health and doesn't want to eat again today. But how can I have the strength to fight the disease if I don't eat? Bladder stones and then intestinal. There is a bloating in the intestines, inflammation, damage. The shape of the liver. The shape of the spleen. No impact. From the current form of this film. Thoracic and abdominal cavity. There's no obvious damage. Injury caused by a fall. No pulmonary edema. Or injury or bleeding? There is no such situation. The shape of the liver. Liver and kidney morphology. There is no abnormality in the spleen morphology. There is no bleeding in the abdominal cavity. The problem was a bladder stone. The normal peristalsis of one of the intestines is impaired. No peritonitis now, but it is not ruled out that there may be a follow-up. If the intestine is damaged, inflammation in the abdominal cavity, adhesions may cause peritonitis. Another one now has jaundice. Jaundice is definitely a disease that can only be seen in its form on film. But if it is damaged, after its internal organs are damaged, the liver is detoxifying normally, metabolize blood. What are these features? If the liver is damaged this month, blood melting in the blood, its liver is not working or its working ability is poor, it will show the symptoms of jaundice. Mainly manifested by liver damage. It's not the injection we got these 2 days. Have you been using that liver protecting medicine? You use them all, right? I have used all the necessary. There is no big problem with this treatment plan now. But recovered? It depends on its own recovery ability. Can surgery be performed for this intestinal bleeding? Cannot do this. Intestinal bleeding is diffuse bleeding. It has so many mucous membranes. It fell off. It can't do surgery to stop the bleeding. We can only use some to shrink the capillaries. Anticardiovascular drugs. To stop the bleeding. The damaged mucosa then repairs itself. Slowly repair. This can't be operated on. Right. The situation of surgery is some acute bleeding, heavy bleeding, ruptured skin cyst, gallbladder rupture, or some large blood vessels rupture. In this case, you need emergency surgery to stop the bleeding. Kang, can you call me Kang from now on? The name your fans gave you. I hope you are healthy. From now on, I'll call you Kang. Dean's son said he didn't eat much today. Dean's son said yesterday to eat some porridge. We specially cook millet porridge. Come and have a drink. What is this for, Brother Liang? This is what Dean's son gave me for regulating the intestines. The Dean said that Kang's main problem now is intestinal damage. If there are stones in the bladder, Dr. Sun suggested waiting until the body is fully recovered. Give it surgical treatment. It's delicious. Hey, didn't eat it. Have you eaten it? Have you eaten? No. Did you eat it this time? This time I ate. Come, drink a sip. The furry child doesn't want to eat, so we have to take necessary measures. You have to give it some water. Kang, you have to be obedient and eat more. The body can resist. Open your mouth. A bit more delicious. You have to let it eat these foods that nourish the intestines. Just don't open your mouth. Ah. All right. All right. Okay. This teeth clench tighter. All right. We took great effort and Kang finally ate half a bowl of millet. Probably don't want to eat. Spit it all out. Come and have one last bite. Eat the last bit. Open your mouth. I don't want to eat anymore. I don't want to eat anymore. Hello everyone, I am Liangzi. Today, our Kang's condition is not optimistic. President Sun said, it eats this meat and dog food. It's not very good for digestion. It's better to cook some millet porridge. We today cooked some millet porridge for us. But it still doesn't want to eat at all. We really have no choice. I can only feed it partly with this syringe. Okay, the little guy also ate some. There's a little left. We'll wait a while. Feed it later. Its body is indeed too weak. We filmed it again today. Many fans and friends also don't understand. Why didn't we give? After not filming for our Kang. Today we specially give us Kang. Took a film. The inspection result is, it's the same as what President Sun expected before. The internal organ of this body is the kidney. There is no problem with the liver. There is no bleeding. It draws blood. Or is it because the capillaries in its intestines are ruptured? Intestinal bleeding caused by. Another thing we found today is, there are many stones in the child's bladder. CM. Director Sun also suggested that we perform surgery. Take this stone out. But given Kang's current condition, very bad. Dean Sun said that after raising it well, after all physical indicators have reached normal, let's consider removing the stone. Now this stone is not its main symptom. The most common symptoms now, it's the intestinal bleeding. We have been. Give it the hemostatic medicine. This is the same blood-stopping injection, including giving it some eggs. There are also some liver protection drugs, suitable for furry kids. Now we are healthy. Intestinal bleeding has been under control. There are also many fans and family members who care about us saying, why don't you have surgery for this bleeding? In fact, I have asked President Sun this question many times. Dean Sun said it was because rupture of capillaries in the lining of the large and small intestines cause bleeding. It's impossible to open the intestines again, then sew it up. This can only be controlled by medication. Don't worry, everyone. We will do our best to treat our Kang. Please trust our President Sun's medical skills. We also trust him very much.